What is Mussolini's definition of fascism? He said it's the fusing of state power and corporate capitalist power. What was the EU?
What's CCP is state capitalism. Yeah.
Because a lot of people say like Denmark and Brussels, you know, they, for environmental reasons, they stop them from drilling and finding all these precious metals. I mean, again,
Bingo,
it goes back to
the
environmental angle, which is stopping our economic progress.
Right. But remember, some of the founders of the European Union were in fact Marxist as well. So there is this this Euro-communism thing that's actually slightly sympathetic. Slightly sympathetic. I mean, this is the Peter Hitchens argument, which is that there is actually a sympathetic view to China. I went to a major green event back in something like 2012 or something.
Oh, it's been fun.
And they were like, oh, let's follow China.
Oh,
right.
But as soon as they hear let's follow China, I'm done.
Yeah, the new China.
But the thing is they don't.
It is the new CCP.
Yeah, but they don't want to mirror what has worked for China, which is, of course, the expansion of coal, oil, and gas and hydrocarbons, which is driving the economic growth, which is disguising their demographic time bomb, which is they are not having enough children. So
it is, by the way, it is no coincidence that people like Barroso, etc., were actually communists. You know, a lot of them were actually communists, if not Marxists. So the bureaucratic elites that love telling us what to do and try to jail us for all sorts of things that offend them, like whatever the phobia they've created, a lot of them are openly former communists. So they believe in that us plebs don't understand how to live, and they have to show us how to live.
Yeah, which goes back to the anti-democratic thing. Also, what I was saying earlier was that they're not liking Trump in terms of him undermining this international utopian fiction that they've built up under the guise of international law and it being just and everything, which, by the way, the Chinese use to attack us economically. You know, they'll try and, in contract law, they'll try and undermine, you know, Western companies. But the point is, which leads to my other point, which is they're just not morally invested in it, they're also economically invested in it. A lot of people are earning good money, including including insurance companies and all the rest of it, and the financial, you know, it's this withdrawal from, for example, the environmental agenda and all these agendas. It means they're going to be out of a job. If you're working to perpetuate this globalist myth, then you are financially politically, you're financially, politically, and morally invested in it. And Donald Trump and others who you get labeled as fascists and far right, and whenever they're doing that, it's nonsense, because what they're describing as fascist and far right was just the center ground of the 1980s.
It's absolutely true.
So it's absolutely true. It's a complete nonsense. So whenever they do that, it's a total giveaway. You know, they're just kicking and screaming the fact that they are losing power.